Hey, we're talking today about how to be positive every day. Is this something that you're struggling with? There's so much negativity in the world. We're pounded all the time by all of these negative thoughts and images. The news comes on and it's all bad stuff. And you get kind of depressed and discouraged. Would you like to be more optimistic? Would you like to be positive every day so that you can live the kind of life that you want to live even when things go wrong? Hey, thanks so much for joining me. We're talking about how to be positive every single day. Super excited to share the things that I have learned. Okay, now I have not always been a very positive person. In fact, I was quite negative. I was very much Mr. Grumpy Pants. Now, my background is I am a commercial filmmaker, a producer, a writer, director, and the role of a producer is really kind of an awful one. You are always focused on what could possibly go wrong. It's kind of like a lawyer. If you think about a lawyer, they're always thinking about loopholes. How can, in this verbiage that I just wrote, how can there be a loophole that somebody can get around it and, cause havoc? Well, that's kind of what a film producer is thinking about. They're like, what camera's going to go down, when you're planning for a shoot, what weather's going to mess things up, what location's going to get blown, who's not going to show up on set at the right time, how are we going to accommodate for these challenges and these unfortunate things that are going to happen, and you're just so focused on all the things that might possibly go wrong. Is that how you're living your life? Are you always focused on the negative, on all these horrible things that might possibly go wrong in your life? And then often they do, because we see it happen over and over and over again. We get so focused on all these things going wrong. We spend our lives putting out fires from the second we get up and look at our cell phones to find out, oh my goodness, I got an email that I got to change this, and suddenly we start living reactionary. Does that sound familiar? It's a horrible way to live. But I got to tell you, when you learn to be positive every single day, when you learn to be an optimist, when you train your brain to actually look for the fortunate things in life, life's going to change for you. So let me share with you a story. This I call the fortunate flat tire. So years ago, I was going to a client meeting. I just started my own production company, was really excited to talk to this client that was to be my biggest client ever. It was the first time meeting with them, had not had a face-to-face with them before. Really excited about the possibilities here. Well, I live up in the mountains, up above Sundance, and to get down to where the meeting was, it's about a 45-minute drive, most of which is just open freeway. And as I get in my car and I'm just leaving my town, I look and there's this yellow warning light on my car that says there's an issue with the tire. So I pull over and I hop out and I look around at my tires, and sure enough, in the driver's front side tire, there is this metal screw, silver screw head sticking out of the tire right in the center. And I start to lose it. I only have enough time to get there, and I'm sitting in my car and I'm just kind of panicking about how this has just blown everything for me. Now I'm going to look horrible to this client possible client. And I start spiraling down about all the things that could possibly go wrong or have gone wrong. And that's actually what I was doing. Was, to me, they had already gone wrong. I'd already blown it. I'd already wrecked our relationship. I looked bad. I looked like somebody that was irresponsible. Like I told so many stories about myself so quickly. That's why core stories are so important. That I was just really spiraling down quickly. Well, fortunately, I had learned a few things about mindset. I had been studying about positive psychology. I had been learning that it absolutely matters what we focus on. And so I stopped myself. And I took a deep breath. In fact, I took 3 deep breaths. And then I just kind of reset. And I looked around and I looked at that light again that showed that I had a flat tire. And then I realized something amazing. See, that light didn't tell me I had a flat tire. it told me I was going to have a flat tire. In fact, my tire was fine. It had a screw in it, and it wouldn't be a good idea to drive for 50 minutes at high speeds on an open freeway, but right now I was okay. Wow, that kind of changed everything for me. Suddenly now I was able to make some action plans. I was able to call my daughter and have her meet me at the tire store. And I was able to drop off the car and switch cars with her and drop her off and get on the road really quickly to then go meet this client. And then, because we live in this amazing world that we do with technology, I had a cell phone that I could call my client and tell her what was going on, tell her I'm going to be about 15 minutes late, but I'm still going to be there. This meeting is important to me. I can't wait to meet you. Can you imagine what a better frame of mind I was in when I actually met her than I would have had I somehow made it to visit her frantic and all upset over the bad tire and all these things. If I'd come with that negative mindset, what a destructive first impression that would have made for me. I mean, it would have been horrible. And anyway, and you could probably see in your life how some of these things happen over and over again. But when you learn and you train yourself to be positive every day, when you learn how to look for the good in your situations, you can find them. And then when you amplify them and expand them, you're able to really live intentionally and deliberately and with just the abundance of life. I hope that makes sense for you. So I wanted to share that with you, and I wanted to share 5 ideas for how you can be positive every single day. Now, the first idea is to start out with an intention. You know what an intention is, right? It's what you intend. It's like your mini goal for the day. And it's not like this huge achievable thing. It's, I want to feel peace today. I want to feel comfort. I want to feel powerful. I want to feel confident. I want to feel, a lot of times it can be just a feeling, or it could be a state of being. I want to be accepting. I want to be receptive. I want to be open. That can be your intention for the day. But if you start out with an intention, suddenly you are in control of your life, and you're not waiting for something good or bad to happen to you to let you know if you had a good day or not. You're starting out intentionally, deliberately. So anyway, that's the first step, is have an intention. Now the second step is start out with a gratitude list. List 5 things that you're grateful for. And I like to write these out saying, I'm so happy and grateful that, and then I write whatever it is after that. And what I like about that is it reminds myself I'm happy and grateful, and then I'm able to express what that is and why. Gratitude is this huge thing. If you can be grateful, they say you can't be grateful and unhappy at the same time. So if you can be grateful, you can get rid of so many of those negative feelings that seem to hold us down and really keep us not feeling great. So the third step really this leads into the third step. And the third step is see the choice in your emotions. Okay, when I was in that car, I was a victim of this tire that was ruining my day, that was then going to ruin the contract, that was going to ruin the relationship, that was going to ruin my business. Like, I cascaded all of these stories so quickly, and it wasn't until I stepped back, saw the choice, I could take a breath, take 3, and then I was able to see that I had a choice on what I was going to think and whether I was going to fly off the handle. And when I also saw that I had opportunity there, that I didn't actually have a flat tire yet, how fortunate my life was. How amazing that I had a car that was so high tech. It told me not that I had a flat tire, but that I was going to. Like, it gave me advance warning. Suddenly, as I started to feel gratitude and I could see that I had choice in the emotions that I was going to experience and express, suddenly things started to change for me. Now, step 4 is stop global whining. Okay, and I was a victim of this. I had a bad habit of always whining and complaining about this and that and this and that. So that's why it was so easy for me when I saw the screw head in my tire to start whining and immediately feeling like I was the victim in this situation. Okay? when we whine, we are not feeling gratitude. We're not feeling that appreciation. We are looking at the negative, and that again is just going to cause us to spiral down. Now, the fifth thing is gratitude again. Gratitude, you can never get too much of it. But if you want to be positive every single day, start the day with gratitude and end the day with gratitude. I like to list 5 fortunate things that happened to me that day. It trains my mind to look for it. It trains me to start focusing on the good things happening in my life. And when I see those, boy, everything starts to change. So those are 5 steps that you can follow to be great, 5 steps you can follow to be positive every day and to enjoy the kind of life you really want to lead. What can you add? Now, are you ready to join the conversation? Are you willing to add your voice, your thoughts, your ideas, your impressions? If so, of course, the best place to take action is at scottwilhite.com, because if you join me for a free web class, you will receive a copy of my Purpose Planner, the tool you've been missing that will help you uncover your purpose. You can totally do this. Your roots produce your fruits. Choose your beliefs and pick your identity. It is choice, not chance, that determines your reality. See you next time.